Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Lainey and this is Crafted by Lucas. In today's video, I'm going to be creating with Spellbinder's Dancing Birthday Dragon. So this is one of the dies that the little legs will sway back and forth. So I will show you how to piece this together. Super cute. I also have the smart glasses. I'm not sure if I'm going to incorporate these today, but tons of little glasses there for your characters. I have already embossed this. This is a newer purchase from Spellbinders, but it is an older item. I purchased it recently on sale for like $5. And it is Head in the Clouds, and it did not disappoint, guys. Look how pretty. And it's perfect for a little dragon in the sky. Okay, so we've got our panel embossed. We need to now get this little guy cut out. So I'm going to place that there for a visual. Because I had this for a while and I've created with it before, but it's been a while. It may have even been a year, honestly. But this is what we've got to work with. I will list the colors that I'm using in the description box down below if you want to recreate with these colors. These are from Concord and 9th. And we've got to trim some stuff down so it will fit through the die cutting machine. But we are going to cut the body out in this color, and then these other pieces will just be for accents. So let's go ahead and just start to cut out all these pieces. And then we'll get to gluing, which is my favorite part, because it really just makes this guy come alive. Okay, so we've got all the pieces here, and I cut the eyes out in white. I just ran the face back through. Personal preference, you can always just glue white or tape white to the back instead of, you know, cutting out other pieces if you're missing a color. But I just decided to cut it out, so we'll get that taped down. Let me get my glue. All right, so I brought in some washi tape and my liquid glue, and I am going to be using this as a reference as I piece these pieces together. And I brought in some gold for the present, and we've got a little crown, and because he's holding a gift. Let's see. So let me think here. Let's go ahead and turn this over, and I'm going to grab some tape. Okay, and I'm just going to lay it across the cutouts for the eyes, just like so. And then I'm going to take a True Control blade from Cricut. This blade is really dirty. I use it for everything. I am just cutting directly on my glass mat to cut that excess washi tape off. Okay. So now it has clean edges. I need to clean that up a little bit more. But it has clean edges, and we've got that tape there to hold the eyes in place. And I'm going to go ahead and add some glue onto the washi tape because it is so low tack. I want to make sure that these little pieces are actually going to stay in place. So we'll just fill in the eyes there. Okay, so now for the eyes, it looks like they are like this. So the little swoop on the eyes, they're going to be facing outwards. Let me go ahead and zoom in for you guys so y'all can see a bit better there. Okay. Now, I'm just gonna add a little glue and then kind of spread it around with my precision tip. And then get those placed down. Just brings that little guy to life. How cute. Okay, so then we've got the body, and this does have a little debossed, there you go, you can see it. So that is where the other colored belly portion is going to go. And this color here, I can't recall the name, but it's one of their new colors from 2024, which just actually, I wonder, they should be coming out with their 2025 soon, right? At the recording of this, it's February 5th. So we should be expecting new colors from Concord and Night. That's exciting. I'm going to bring in my poker tool there just to clean some of that excess glue. All right, and it's going to be something like this. Now let me see how we've got the wings. And then these are the little ears. And then that will go like this. I'm laying it out to make sure that I like the colors because I think I want the wings to be all of the same, this color here. I don't think that I'm liking this darker color for the wings. Do we like that or no? Yeah, I'm not really feeling it. So what I'm going to do, I am going to, oops, sorry about that. I am going to cut these wings back out in the color that I cut the body out of. And then I think I'll like that better. And just a personal preference. You can add, you know, more colors. You could change the color of the body and you could really have fun with a variety of colors, but let's just keep it a little more simple. That's more my style. Okay. So what I'm going to do is glue these pink wing details to these new pieces that I just cut out. And then we'll get them placed on the body here. All right, so I just glued the wings to the back, and that circle cutout is how we're going to allow the body to actually dance. So we've got the wings glued on just like so, and the head will go on like that. Now that I am looking at it, I need to move this wing down just a bit so it doesn't interact with the head too much. Okay, so that's better. And now we've got these two little pieces here for the head, the little ears, I guess. Okay, and that is why I use a glass mat, guys. This glue gets everywhere, and it's so much easier to clean off of a glass mat. This was literally this is one of my favorite things that I have in my craft space. They are quite expensive, but I love it. And that it can withstand heat. Not a lot of heat, but some heat. I love this glass mat. Okay, so we've got his little ears, so cute. And then the body. Now let's add the tail. Something like that. So I'm just going to add a little glue to the tail portion there. And then pick up the body and just place that down. And holding it in place while that glue dries. And now we've got the arms, the little claws, and then the legs. And it does have little details on the legs as well. So you can kind of tell, you know, which part is supposed to be the toes, if you will. And it's got one leg behind the body and one leg on top of the body, and that's the shorter leg. So I'm going to mimic that as well. And add a little glue onto the body. I've got some glue seeping out. I'm going to take my tool here to scrape that off as much as I can. Alright, so we've got the body there. And now, let's think. I need the little gift box. I think I have pink lemonade here. It's so light. I'm going to cut off just a little bit, and I want the gift box to actually be in this lighter color, and then we'll use the gold bow to place on top of it. Let's glue the gift down. And then we need our little claws too. I cut the claws out just in a simple black. Yeah, I think that's going to work. Okay, so now let's attach the arms here. And just kind of overlapping the gift a bit. Just, you know, like he's holding it. Let's see. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just put my magnet on top of those pieces to let them dry. Yeah, so nothing shifts, and I'm just going to let that set for a minute, and then we'll move on to the next step, which is making this little guy dance. Okay, so last little piece here, we've got the crown. Add a little glue there, and I'm going to have it just tilted a bit. So cute. Alrighty, so now to build this guy or make this guy dance, what we first need to do is prep our panel. Let's go ahead and zoom out. And we're going to cut our panel down. It's measuring at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 currently, which is an A2 size. I like to have a margin between my panel and my card base. So I'm going to cut this down to 3 3/4 by 5. And I'm going to bring in my card base. Let's go ahead and magnetize that down. And I'm going to build up my panel here. I am using 110 pound for the card base, and I cut my panel out in 110 pound as well because I embossed it. It just gives it a little more stability, being that it's a thicker weight of paper. So I'm just going to go ahead and add my foam strips here, and then we'll get it attached to our card base. Okay, so let's get this attached here. Finally, the AC cut off. It's so loud. I'm sure it's kind of bothering to the ear. Man, my card base is all kind of dirty. Okay. Well, I've got a little mark right there on my panel, and I've got little marks there. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe I'll be able to erase it. But either way, this is the card so far. And now let's grab our little dragon. And I hadn't pulled anything for a sentiment or a greeting. I'm not sure on that. But let's go ahead and make this little guy dance. So I'm going to bring in my pop dots here. These are from Dollar Tree, and I like these because they're not too thick. Looking for my poker tool here. They're not too thick. So what I'm going to do is find the place where I want my dragon to be, and I like it there. It's pretty much centered in the card. Let's maybe raise it up just a bit. And I'm just going to place a pop dot right directly to my panel, like so. And then you just hang this on that little pop dot essentially. Now, because we've got a pop dot here, the head is going to be raised up because we are going to attach the head directly to that pop dot, and then the body will swing like so. So I can't add any glue or anything to the body because I want that to sway. And what I'm going to do now is build up the rest of the head. Sorry about that noise. My dog is dreaming. I'm going to build up the rest of the head there. So the pop dot from the body is around the nose area. So I'm just going to avoid that area there and place the pop dots all around. So the head will be evenly propped up and durable. Okay. Okay, so we've got all of the backers removed. Oh my goodness, got all the backers removed. Let me remove this one. Okay, so it's just free floating there. And now I'm going to grab my tweezers and line up the head just like so. And I'm going to make sure that that is really stuck down because some of those pop dots just really don't want to stick. So I want to make sure it's sticking to the dragon and my panel. Okay, and now, what happened? I press it down too much. Oh, you know what? two of the pop dots are a little too close to that ring. So having to move those over slightly. Okay, so now, okay, so these two pop dots here were actually on top of the pink, and none of that can happen. Nothing can be touching the pink little ring there because you need it to move. Okay, so now I had to shift some of those little pop dots around. Let's attach the head back to the body here. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. And then it can kind of wobble. And what is interfering with the body, I'm just going to move this back and forth a little bit and try to loosen that up a bit. There we go. No, crud. Goodness sakes. There we go. Okay. Sometimes it just gets caught on one of those little pop dots, but now, see, it's getting caught again. It just needs to be shifted a bit. But either way, it moves back and forth. Just remember that you want to make sure that there's nothing touching what is supposed to move, so it does move freely. Okay, so I think I'm going to cut out some glasses in black cardstock to kind of tie in the black little hands, and the black will stand out as well. I don't want to use the gold because I feel like that would be too much. I don't know. Let's see here. What glasses do we want to try? I really like these little scalloped glasses. So let's cut these out and see what this looks like. Play around with this. I still need to think about some sort of greeting for the front of this card. Or inside the card. It doesn't necessarily have to be on the front. But I need to look through my stuff and see what I have for that as well. How cute. So cute. So the black is too much with the eyes there. I don't like that. So let's cut that out again in gold and let's see how that looks. The gold is cute. Let me zoom in. That is cute. Okay, I'm not sure. So I wasn't sure about the glasses, obviously, because it's just a lot. And it may be just this pair of glasses here, because it's scalloped. There's a lot going on. But what I decided to do was incorporate the gold to tie that in with the greeting. And I just pulled short and sweet dies from my collection. This is from Concord and Ninth. It does have a shadow layer, but I'm not going to incorporate that. And I moving the glasses away. I think that it's a nice tie-in and there's not too much gold, but just enough. And it's over here on the left side, so it doesn't really interact with the body as it will sway back and forth because of the tail. So I'm not going to build this up either, because if I build it up, then that will block the tail. And I want to make sure that it's free moving. Okay. And just left justified. And just getting that pressed down. So this is what we've got. So cute. And then it's got a little movement there. All right. So now for some embellishments. Okay, so for the embellishments, I think I'm going to use the pink ones, and I'm just going to do a trio. So we'll add one there, and then one here, maybe like one there. So 2. Let's size this one up. 3. So these two are the same size and this one's a little bit bigger. I would have preferred to use smaller ones, but for some reason I can't find the smaller ones out of the pink. But the smaller one, for example, it's significantly different, but surely I hadn't used all the small ones for my pink, but I couldn't find it. So nevertheless, this is the finished card. Such an easy way to make an interactive card. I think this is just darling. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next card or craft. Thank you guys for watching. Bye, everyone.